Tonight, we welcome you to a venue that has seen some of the best that have ever driven a stock car. Names from the past, present, and future, including Matt Kenseth, Alan Kowicki, Chase Elliott, Dale Earnhardt, Luke Fenhaus, and Ty Majeski have all strapped in here. Today, we write a new chapter in the history books of this historic venue as 26 drivers tack the virtual high banks here in Wisconsin. We welcome you to the fastest quarter mile in the world of Slinger Speedway as the inaugural NASA Winter Nationals is next. Our venue this evening is the virtual high banks of Slinger Speedway. Opened in 1948 as a fifth-mile dirt oval, it morphed into the high bank quarter mile that we know and love in 1974. What looks fairly simple has challenged some of the best stock car drivers over the years. Starting off by throwing you into the 33-degree banks of turn 1, you use the two bumps in the center exit of the corner to help your car rotate, make your way up the banking of the back straightaway, and turn late to turn 3. Use the banking to get a run and help your transition off of 4 as you go back to the 33 degrees into the flat of the front stretch. The second lane is very much an option here, so look to see what our drivers can make their way around the outside of their competition. Our format for the NASA Winter Nationals is as follows. 26 drivers will have 3 laps of qualifying to try and become the first 12 drivers to lock themselves into the show for the evening. Along with locking themselves into the top 12, we will have all 12 inverted for the feature. Up next will be our 3 qualifying races, 15 laps apiece, and the top 4 from each will move to the feature. Lastly, we'll have a 10-lap last chance qualifier to move our final 2 drivers into the feature. Speaking of, it is a 150-lap feature in length, and it'll have a halfway brake caution where the drivers are able to come into the pit lane and get tires and fuel. This brake will be the only brake where they cannot lose a lap under caution. If needed, we will have 1 green-white checkered attempt. The Overwatch Specialty Service NASA Winter Nationals presented by RH Auto Spa begins now. With Bryan, Sawyer in the production truck and Cody Erdmann alongside me in the commentary box, my name is Josh Mertz as we welcome you to Slinger, Wisconsin. The NASA Winter Nationals are brought to you by Overwatch Specialty Service. The only thing more unique than your problem is our solution. For more information, visit osscenter.com. Thank you, Rob Hartland, for your continued support of NASA Sim Racing. RH Auto Spa is a one-stop shop for your custom automotive needs. We specialize in paint protection film, ceramic coatings, high-end detailing, window tint, and color change vinyl wraps. Focused on customer satisfaction, we use professional techniques to create remarkable finishes and long-term protection for your vehicle. We are located in Kewaskum, Wisconsin. Cameras tonight brought to you by Whiplash Sim Cams. You can check them out at facebook.com/whiplashmedia. And coverage of NASA on ASN also brought to you by NordVPN, your gateway to online freedom and security. Protect your digital privacy with military-grade encryption, browse the web anonymously, and access your favorite content from anywhere in the world. Receive a nice 69% off a 2-year plan with 3 months free at nordvpn.com/ASNTVUSA. Cody Erdmann, I am super excited. I am halfway under the weather. How are you? And we are here. We are getting ready for the Winter Nationals.
Yeah, I'm absolutely ecstatic. When I saw Slinger was coming on the service, I've always wanted to do kind of a snowball derby event, and when the stars aligned for this, so really looking forward to this. We got a ton of local stars, ton of the virtual stars, so it's kind of a clash of each. We're about to get qualifying underway here. Like I said, we're going to have top 12 lock in, and then they're going to be fully inverted. So we're going to start off with qualifying here. We'll see who can kind of make their night easier, and then we'll go in through the heat races. But, yeah, really looking forward to it. And kind of been peeking on our broadcast numbers. We are already at 30 people.
As welcome everyone here to the Automotive Sports Network for the NASA Winter Nationals. Super excited that everyone is here, and we're missing a few, as including our very own Justin Robichaux. There's a storm in Maine/Eastern Canada, so we hope for the best for everyone that are affected. We're missing probably, I would say, about 4 or 5 cars, and we begin qualifying on screen. Jake Robichaux in the 69, and I want to highlight qualifying is going to be so quick, we won't really be able to pay attention to lap times changing. 11-second laps. I would say about 15 cars are within the same tenth of a second. Cody Crosgrove fastest, 11.364. Brandon Lambert, 11.361. Coy Hasselou, 11.317. Cody, you've driven this track in the real world, and it is the fastest quarter mile in the world, and 11-second lap times. I can't fathom it.
Yeah, you're running lap times. You don't have time to think. To quote Darrell Waltrip, it's like fighter jets in a gymnasium, and we're going to put 26 of them on this place tonight. We've seen it in real life, so we can do it virtually. So should be a fun night. Riley Stenjum, one of the local boys, he's up to P1 right now with 11.2. So looking for him to be fast. And then Bryan Tedeschi. Levon just jumped up to P1. Which he's
11.240.
Yeah, 11.240. He's the rookie of the year for super lights here this year. So stacked field, and he is the person that has not qualified. Mr. Luke Fenhouse is also here, and us local boys, we know how good he is. So we're gonna wait. To see what he put it in.
I was waiting for you to mention Luke Fenhouse. With, I believe, the defending track champion, if you told me that correctly, throughout the week, and we wait for him in the 004. Of course, you'll see a couple of repeated car numbers. If you're new to short track racing, I noticed on the signups a bunch of repeated numbers, and I said, why are we doing this? And I got yelled at by Cody Erdmann, because apparently you have repeated numbers in short track racing, and it's certainly going to be interesting to see. And we look at Fenhouse, currently clocked 7th in qualifying. And it looks like his qualifying run is over, Cody, as it was a 3-lap qualifying run. Fastest lap, Evan Hassler at the dying moments, 11.208. So looks like 31 cars have set a lap time. So we will have 5 of them go home. The top 12 will lock their way into the feature. And if everyone's done with their lap time, let's take a look and see Evan Hassler, Levon Vandergeest, Riley Stenjum, Brandon Wilkinson, Bryan Tedeschi, Evan McFarland, reigning NASA Rallycross champion. Great to see him, one of the NASA boys, up there fighting with these Slinger regulars. Tyler Muller, Coy Hasselou. I lost them on my screen here. Luke Fenhouse, Garrett Conrath, Dale Lucas Jr., and James Polsky is the last car to be locked in, Cody, as we take a look at our grid for heat number 1. Michael Weissman, Yevon Goralski, Peter Bryce, Zach Braun, Alex Lupazinski, Brady Wagner, Kyle Cooper, Ed Boyle is another one of the NASA regulars, Joe Nudelman, and Jake Robichaux in the 69. So I'm so excited. I'm at a lack of words. 38 of us here hanging out and watching as we begin to roll for heat number 1. 15 laps, and the top 4 will transfer into the feature. And be sure to hang around after the Winter Nationals. We've got some stuff planned with this late model stock car. I'll say it publicly, even though nothing has been really worked on. Super excited to see the turnout, but I do want to have stuff planned for this. And of course, NASA Rallycross back in February. Safety car off, and we get ready for the first heat race here in Slinger, Wisconsin. Green flag. Side by side off the line. Goralski on the outside of Weissman. Nearly contacted in the first corner. Then it's Braun in third by himself. 1 car up the hill. It's Wagner in the 028. Still side by side for the race lead. Braun trying to sneak into the picture as well. Bryce, Lupazinski, Cooper, Wagner, Boyles, Robichaux, and Nudelman in the back of the field. We're still side by side for the race lead. Weissman tries to clear him. Slides up. He does. But momentum on the outside for Goralski here, Cody.
Yeah, Goralski really trying to work that outside. He's hanging tough with him. If you can maintain here, he's trying to pull up onto the quarter panel, Weissman. Once you get to 1 and 2 here, the top lane is almost more of the preferred line because you're not driving up that banking. So good battle here. Goralski slides into P2 in between Braun and Weissman, so look for
Weissman
him to
clears him.
kind of, we'll see them, they can settle in. So now we have a battle for the transfer spot between the 74 and the 89.
So Lopasinski and Bryce battling for the transfer deep into turn one. Lopasinski tries to use him up mid-corner, and we got a battle for the lead. Goralski to the inside of Weissman in the 20 against the 45. Rounding 1 and 2 yet again. Looks like Goralski, caution, is out. Jake Robichaud around in the 69. We also have Lopasinski around in the 89 as they were battling for that transfer spot. Lopasinski not happy. And Robichaud, I'm just taking a look off monitor. Looks like he had contact with Nuttleman in the 4. So first caution of the night here, Cody, on lap number 7 of Heat 1.
Yeah, so now we'll re-rack them up. We'll probably have about a green-white checker here in this heat race, so make it a little exciting for the last couple laps here.
As like we mentioned before, we took the green flag. Couple programming notes while we are under the caution flag in heat number 1. NASA Rallycross Lights and NASA Rallycross Supercars will return in February of 2024. Pay attention, NASASimRacing.com for all of that. The 30th season of Supercars and the 4th season of Lights. And if you like what you see, be sure to like and subscribe to the Automotive Sports Network. If you'd like to race, NASASimRacing.com. Lights are out on the safety car. And it's going to head to the pit lane, and we are going to get a couple laps left, about 4 laps to go here in heat number 1. Weissman and Goralski, front row, green flag. Middle of the corner, contact with the 74 of Brees. He's nearly around, and he gets turned by Ed Boyles. He had a stack up off the green flag. We're still side by side for the lead, beating and banging. Weissman versus Goralski. Weissman used him up in 3 and 4. Takes the lead. An absolute brawl, and we're only in heat number 1. Zach Braun trying, waiting for something to happen between these two, and Kyle Cooper sneaking into the picture in the 73. They have pulled away. We take 2 laps to go in heat number 1, and Brady Wagner on the outside looking in the 028. Will Goralski use up Weissman on the white flag to get pole position, or will he follow him home through 1 and 2, down the backstretch for the final time, and into 3 and 4? Weissman comes off the corner, winning heat 1. Goralski, Braun, and Cooper as best of the rest. Wagner, Boyles side by side with Brees at the line for 6th. And action-packed already, Cody.
Absolutely. That's what we like to see.
That's good stuff.
Now we're going to do it again and for heat number 2. And then we'll have, actually, so because of the car count, we are not going to have a 3rd heat, so we'll have more cars going through the LCQ.
On the front row of the grid, 2-time NASA Rallycross Contenders champion Cody Cosgrove and inaugural NASA Rallycross champion Brandon Lambert. So let's show some NASA bias for 2 seconds. To our front row, Leighton Rose, Carter Stark, Andy Thill, Andrew Cardinale the 4th. Same Andrew Cardinale that has helped us with these cameras, so thank you, sir. Neil Vidoraski and Josh Hipple rounding out our grid for heat number 2. And Chance Manning, who wasn't on our graphics, is in 9th. So apologies for that one. As Bryan Sawyer already making fun of me in the night. So if you're new, welcome to Bryan Sawyer making fun of us internally, mainly me. So this is going to get, we say spicy a lot in the Rallycross broadcast, Cody. I'm excited for this first corner between these 2 NASA boys, Cosgrove and Lambert. And it's good to see Lambert back in a stock car in the 46. Green flag. Off the line, Cosgrove pulls Lambert by half a car length down to the first corner. In the 018, Rose sneaking to the inside of Lambert. Cosgrove trying to clear Lambert down to turn 3. Can't make it happen. Lambert holding the outside. Cosgrove does. Now Rose sneaking in the 018 hits the apron. 46 of Lambert also backed up the corner as well, allowing Cosgrove to pull away. Side by side. For 2nd, for 3rd. Caution is out. 1 car around. It's the 089 of Vinoratsky. Looks like he lost it on his own and then got hit by Manning in the 54, Cody.
Yeah, saw that they weren't getting kind of back going again. Didn't want too much of an issue for the leader, so quick through the yellow for him. So we'll kind of re-rack that. And yeah, this heat race, we'd only have Carter Stark is the only driver that's actually like driven on this racetrack. He ran some limited late miles here this year, some 4-cylinders. Kind of one of the up-and-coming kids in this area, so looking forward to how he can do. But other than that, Hammond, I believe Neil, the one that unfortunately brought out the caution there, they're really the only two local drivers or local people in this heat race. So we're going to have some different areas from all over the country. We had 12, actually, we might be up to 13. 12 or 13 different states represented in this race tonight.
In 2 countries. Awesome to see. So, Cosgrove leads ahead of Lambert under the yellow flag. And it looks like Vinohradsky has towed it back to the pit lane in the 089. As we begin to double them up, safety car will pull off. Cosgrove Lambert on the front row. Leighton Rose, Carter Stark, row 2. Andy Thill, Cardinale, Hippel, and Manning. As Vinohradsky off the track. 4 transfer. Out of heat, number 2. Green flag. Looks like Lambert tried to get a good start. Had to back off the throttle mid-corner. Cosgrove pulls him down to the first corner. Nearly contact between Rose and Lambert. And Lambert surges on the outside into 3 and 4. Sorry, half a car length. I was going to say nearly contact between Cosgrove and Lambert. Cosgrove can't get clear until now, but Lambert just holding that momentum on the outside, Cody, in the 46. Surges off of 4.
Yeah, they're door-to-door here. Nice clean battle with top 4. Can't really separate.
Still side by side. Cosgrove leads at the line. Carter Stark cleared Rose, and now Rose is going to be battling with Andy Thill for that transfer spot. 018 versus the 28. Cardinale in the 4 sneaks his way in there, trying to make something happen as we're still side by side for the lead. Carter Stark waiting for something to happen between the top 2. Andy Thill making something happen of his own as we take 3 laps to go in heat number 2. Using the 018 up is the 28 in turns 1 and 2. Andy Thill's fastest man on the track right now as we take 2 to go now. Into the corner, used him up again, slides in the 028. That might have sealed it for him. And that's all Rose basically wanted to see. We're going to take the white flag. Lambert surges at the line this time. Rounding 1 and 2. Cosgrove versus Lambert. 2 NASA champions. 1 car around. It's Thill in the 28 at the line. At the end of the heat race, it's Lambert ahead of Cosgrove. Stark and Rose will transfer. Best of the rest is Cardinale, Hippel, and Andy Thill.
Absolute great battle there by the 2 rallycross drivers. And
there's so much action going on, I can't give you a moment to talk, and I apologize.
Honestly, that's why it's just usually Todd Thielen up in the... Todd Bailing. My bad. I kind of just insulted the track there. Todd Bailing is usually... He's the only one up there because, like you see, it's pure chaos.
LCQ time, semifinal as we say it here in NASA. We've got 11 cars. Brady Wagner, Andrew Cardinale, Ed Boyles, Josh Hippel, Peter Bryce, Andy Thill, Jake Robichaux, Chance Manning, Joe Nodelman, Neil Vinohradsky, and Alex Lopasinski. And Lopasinski was quick. 6 cars transfer into the feature race here in Slinger. And this is only a 10-lap race. So like we see in Rallycross, it's going to get... little argy-bargy here, Cody.
Yeah, I got to make sure you get everything done quickly. So, about half of this LCQ will make it, almost. We have 11 cars, so 6 spots. Let's see who can get it done.
Wagner and Cardinale on the front row of the grid. Boyles, Hippel, Bryce, Thill, Robichaux, Manning, Vinohradsky, Nudelman, and Lopasinski. Safety car is going to dive off this time. Field's going to be in the hands of Brady Wagner in the 028. And we will take the start of the semifinal, LCQ, consolation, whatever you'd want to call it, here in Slinger. Rounding 3, green flag in Wisconsin. Wagner pulls Cardinale. Cardinale had the run off the corner on the high side, though. Boyles in the 31, waiting already as they're going to be side by side. Throughout the night we've seen so far, it's very hard to break away from this side-by-side battle, and a terrifying thing is when a car blinks in front of you, with Peter Bryce dealing with Ed Boyles, Wagner clears Cardinale. In the 028 to the 4 begins to pull away. Car length between them as we're side-by-side for, looks like fourth, between Bryce and Phil. And Josh Hipple in the 88. No pressure from Jake Robichaux in the 69. Phil washed up mid-corner there, Cody. Caution is out. One car around, it's Chance Manning.
Actually,
looks like he made contact with Vinoradsky. And Neal lost it off the corner and used Manning up. And not happy. Everyone not happy here, Cody.
Yeah, that's temper's flaring. We've seen good fistfights in the pits and everything here, so that happens.
So, Wagner, Cardinale, and I'm glad that you handled it as this chat has been disabled. Boyles, Bryce, Phil, Hipple, Robichaux, Nuttleman, Manning. And I didn't have to do it as he disconnected. So no Neil Vinoradsky in the semifinal. So we should have one lap left. Under caution. We'll see. And then we'll go back green racing. Here in Slinger. I lied. We've got one more extra lap.
Yeah, it'll probably send us two to go, I'd imagine. So we'll see what the service does.
We'll see what we do. I don't think we'll end under caution. I think we're going to get maybe lights out.
Yep, green, white, checkered.
Final caution, green, white, checkered in the semifinal. Safety cars off. Wagner, Cardinale, Boyles, and Bryce. Top 6 transfer. Ed Boyles in the 31. Thought he blinked out. He didn't. Green flag. Wagner and Cardinale side by side. Down to turn 1. Boyles all by himself in third. Surging Peter Bryce in the 74 off of turn 2. Can Wagner clear Cardinale off the corner? He cannot. White flag. Currently holding the transfers, Hipple. Robichaux on the outside looking in. Down the back straightaway. Through 3 and 4. Wagner wins the semifinal. Cardinale, Boyles, Phil, Bryce, Hipple transfer. We had a crash for 7th between Robichaux and Joe Nuttleman. And just like that, the grid is set for the NASA Winter Nationals here in Slinger. Cody, give me a quick prediction before we step aside here.
Well, James Pileski, who is probably one of the top virtual iRacing short track guys, started on the pole. So look for him to probably check out here in this first 75. That's my take. What happens in the second 75, we have no clue.
So we're going to step aside for just a couple moments on the Automotive Sports Network, and on the other side of the break, the inaugural NASA Winter Nationals. We'll be back.
I love your browser history.
I like that you're not hiding anything from me.
By the way, nice IP address. I like your neighborhood.
You are so special. This ad is just for you.
I learned so many things from you.
You are so generous.
With your personal data.
Switch on privacy, switch off trackers and viruses. Go to nordvpn.com. NordVPN. Safely be you.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
You're so interesting.
I love your browser history.
I like that you're not hiding anything.
Absolutely be doing what he has to do. He has to go for the championship. He has to recover the points that he lost. He's down the race, takes the lead in the 12. What a move. And he takes the lead and holds
Side by
it.
side between these two in the turn one. This is going to get spicy.
Exiting turn one, over the jump to begin the first lap clock at the inside line. McFarland contact between them. They are still side by side. This opens the door for Wetz. He can't make anything happen. Over in the 26, he has not won in quite some time. Dragster acing the entry to turn one, up heading to the inside of Magnus, gives him a nudge. The grip strip on the inside, Phil. Wetz had a little bit better run, but looks like Magnus will hold his spot. We welcome you back to the Overwatch Specialty Service NASA Winter Nationals presented by RH Auto Spa here at the Slinger Speedway. With Bryan, Sawyer in the production truck and Cody Erdmann alongside me in the commentary box, I am Josh Mertz, live on the Automotive Sports Network. The NASA Winter Nationals are brought to you by the Overwatch Specialty Service. The only thing more unique than your problem is our solution. For more information, visit osscenter.com. Thank you so much, Rob Hartland, for your continued support of NASA Sim Racing. Also brought to you by RH Auto Spa, your one-stop shop for custom automotive needs. We specialize in paint protection film, ceramic coatings, high-end detailing, window tint, and color change vinyl wraps. Focused on customer satisfaction, we use professional techniques to create remarkable finishes and long-term protection for your vehicle. We are located in Kewaskum, Wisconsin. Cameras are brought to you tonight by Whiplash Sim Cams. You can check them out at facebook.com/whiplashmedia. And coverage of NASA on ASN also brought to you by NordVPN, your gateway to online freedom and security. Protect your digital privacy with military-grade encryption, browse the web anonymously, and access your favorite content from anywhere in the world. Receive a nice 69% off a 2-year plan with 3 months free at nordvpn.com/ASNTVUSA. So, we are in warm-up now. And just a couple of programming notes for the Automotive Sports Network, as coming back in February of 2024, the 30th season of the Overwatch Specialty Service NASA Rallycross Challenge. I cannot believe that I have just said that, and we've been doing this going on 12 years for NASA Rallycross, and then you will have NASA Rallycross Lights as well in its 4th season, coming back both in February of 2024. If you'd like your sim race broadcast, you can visit us at asntvUSA.com for any and all of that information. And if you'd like to race, nasasimracing.com. Cody Erdmann, I guess you gave me a quick prediction before we went away for break. Give me some keys to the race before we get rolling.
Yeah, so first thing, with this being kind of a tighter track, and the groove can be even tighter, especially from 3 down the first straightaway. So making sure you're doing smart traffic management. Make sure you can navigate through the lap traffic wisely. Know your competition. If you see guys kind of always picking the bottom and not really moving to the top, and if you feel like you can get around them on the top, jump on it right away. And then, secondly, track position. Like we said, we do have a halfway break, so you can't beat them if you follow them. So if you're running even with someone, and we get to the halfway break, throw 2 tires on, stay out, do what opposite of what they're doing. Like I said, you ain't gonna beat them if you're gonna follow them the whole time. So get creative, and that kind of goes with the same thing. The pit strategy, that's gonna be one of our keys to tonight. I've been talking to the guys. 120 laps is about as far as you really want to go on these tires, and we're doing 150. So will we see some drivers manage their tires, save that right rear, save that right front, or will they kind of go max out, abuse those tires, and then take tires during that halfway break? So we're definitely going to see. We're going to wait and see kind of what the whole thought is there. We'll ask the winners when we do our interview what they think. So as we're looking at Carter Stark here, Luke Fenhouse, a couple of local boys. And then our producer Bryan, his favorite's been Andrew Cardinale, which big shout out to him. He's been helping us with our TV cams all year. And especially we'll be doing some really fun TV cams for 2024, helping us with Rallycross. Just a new partnership with him and the Whiplash. And then congratulations, Evan McFarland here. He is our defending now NASA Rallycross champion. Put on an absolute show this whole season. Pretty much dominated. I think the only one that dominated more was Crosgrove. And Evan Hasler, one half of the Hasler brothers here. So we got some beautiful paint schemes out here tonight. Speaking of Crosgrove here he is. I think he won 9 of the 10 or 8 of the 10 contender races. Put on a class of the field. Michael Weissman, one of the local boys here. Local for sim racing. He is from the Wisconsin area. Kind of just bouncing around here. So we got about 30 seconds left here. Tyler Muller, one of the 4-cylinder drivers. Unfortunately, thankfully these are virtual race cars, people. That's the joys with this. But so far we've had great racing. Looking forward to some more here. We're gonna put 26 cars around this place now. So I think that's probably gonna be one of the first time it's done on a broadcast here on iRacing. So looking forward to it. Glad to have everyone. I think we're up to 43. We were up to 51 at one point, so we've been bouncing around a little bit. Glad to have everyone out here. Yeah, make sure to smash that like button. Come subscribe. We're going to be doing a lot more special events here. There's Josh.
So, our grid for the inaugural NASA Winter Nationals. And remember, this is inverted. I have no idea what I'm going to expect. James Polsky, Dale Lucas, Garrett Conrath, Luke Fenhouse, Coy Hasselou, Tyler Muller, Evan McFarland, Bryan Tedeschi, Brandon Wilkinson, Riley Stenjem, Levon Vandergeest, Evan Hassler, Michael Weissman, Brandon Lambert, Yevon Goralski, Cody Crossgrove, Zach Braun, Carter Stark, Kyle Cooper, Leighton Rose, Brady Wagner, Andrew Cardinale, Ed Boyles, Andy Thill, and on the last row of the grid, Peter Bryce and Josh Hippel. Be sure to like and subscribe to the Automotive Sports Network if you'd like what you see. And remember, NASA Rallycross comes back in February. And if you'd like your sim racing content broadcasted, ASNTVUSA.com. Bryan Sawyer on the production truck, Cody Erdmann alongside me in the commentary box. My name is Josh Mertz as we are getting ready for 150 laps of the inaugural NASA Winter Nationals as we begin to roll under pacing.
Absolute beautiful sight to see. Definitely have a couple things in the works for next year to make this event even more exciting. Definitely would want to see if we can try to do the 4-wide salute next year. I think that's one thing for sure.
This, I know we tried to do a NASA stock car challenge and it didn't get off the ground, but it's awesome to see that this event has gained traction. We had 31 cars going for 26 spots. Safety car is off. And the inaugural NASA Winter Nationals in the hand of James Polsky and Dale Lucas. Green flag in Slinger, and what a start for Polsky off the line. Side by side, Lucas versus, Conrad in the 9 and the 99. And down to turns 3 and 4. Polsky, one car around in the back. It's Lambert in the back of the field, stacking it up, and the caution is out. Let's see. I'm taking a look off monitor. Goralski got hit by Lambert. Cosgrove hit Lambert, and we stacked him up, Cody, in turn 4.
Yeah, it's something super easy to do here, especially in the beginning of the run. We're all stacked up on top of each other. One driver kind of tries to cut another driver off, get down on the inside, and it turns into pure pandemonium. Definitely have had a couple times where, especially come down into 3 and you're thinking everything's fine. You get on the gas and you're driving into a pileup, so definitely something easy to do. I've done it once.
As for those of you new to ASN, which I would say 95% of you are, welcome. I appreciate you being here. You're going to hear a lot words are hard, as words are hard doing announcing like this, and I'm trying to get my words out for Polsky leading. Meanwhile, they crash as we ride on board the 093 under our first caution. Levon Vandergeest in the pit lane in the 23. And it looks like one car missed the green flag. It was Andy Thill in the 28. So I think we only got 24 cars on track right now, Cody.
Yeah, so a little bit of issue. I don't know what happened to Levon. He was under pacing, and then he just pulled to the infield. So wonder if he had a issue there, internet or something, computer problem. So whatever it was, appreciate him pulling off and not really affecting the race here.
As looks like we're doubling up for the restart. Safety car is off. So Polsky and Lucas on the front row, Conrath and Fenhouse on the second row, green flag. Another great start for Polsky as we take the green flag. He's already cleared a car length on Lucas in the 99 before they even get to turn 1. Side by side, Conrath and Fenhouse in the 004 against the 9 through 3 and 4. Lucas has tried to get that gap back, but it's still a car length through the field. Muller, Hasselu, Tedeschi, McFarland, side by side through most of the field. Very clean on this restart. And still, gap remains 0.3 of a second from Polsky to Lucas. Fastest lap, 11.367 for Tyler Muller. He is in the 5th position in the 78. Single file. We're going to come up on Levon Vandergeest here in the 23. Lap car supposed to stay low is the Slinger rule. One car around. It's the 9 of Conrad from 3rd. We're wadding him up in turn 3. One car over. It is Weissman in the 45. And I'm trying to take a look. That was a huge hit for Conrad. He got hooked by Fenhouse, head on into the wall in turn 2.
Yeah, that
was under second caution.
Yeah, a little bit up. Got turned Conrath, and then Fenhouse goes around, Conrath goes around. Then, unfortunately, just a kind of a pile up down the back straightaway.
So, now we will re-rack them. Re-rack them, and so Fenhouse, let's try and find our race leader here. As Polsky, Lucas, Muller, Hasselu. Hasselu's got damage in the 7. Lambert not happy. Cosgrove's got damage. Fenhouse has damage. He's going to stay out. So, just a couple of organizational things we're trying to figure out. The caution was thrown, and everyone's not happy. Bryan Tedeschi not happy. Cardinale not happy. I'm not sure if any of this audio is coming through. I hope it is, just for fun's sake. And I think we're under green. Safety car's off. So we're back going again. Now in Slinger. Polsky. Lucas not happy over the radio. Not giving room was Polsky. Muller side by side with the 99. And the field is still trying to get back organized. We're battling in turn 1 and 2 as well in the back of the field. Muller on the inside of Lucas in the 99. Side by side Hassler versus Hasselu. And they're coming up on Josh Hippel in the 88. Lapped traffic going to begin to play a factor here on lap 20 here in Slinger. Will Hippel stay out of the way? Polsky car length between them. And in the way is Hippel on Polsky. This gives Lucas what he needs potentially. He's going to get in the way again of Lucas in the 99. One car around in the back. It's Hassler with Hasselu under caution again. Wow. True short track shenanigans happening here in Slinger. As everyone not happy. And we're only 22 laps in, Cody.
Yeah, a little bit of just a chain reaction there. Evan McFarland looking up the inside of Haslai. And then unfortunately Haslai got in the back of Hassler. So it's kind of a chain reaction thing going off into turn 1 there.
Pace car in 3 and 4 as the field trying to make their way around. My timing screen is a Christmas tree with so many different colors as the field is trying to get organized. As the safety car in turns 1 and 2. Koi Hasselu in the 7, and everyone waves around. And safety car still on track. Everyone's still trying to get organized.
There we go.
And we got the lights out. And the safety car is going to pull off. And we're going to go back green again here in Slinger. Green flag. Polsky gets a great jump again. Him and Lucas have not been happy throughout this evening so far. And Lucas side by side with Muller. Contact between the 78 and the 99, exiting 2. Down to 3. Lucas trying to clear him to set his sights on the 93 of Polsky. And he clears him in the 99. Caution is out again in the back of the field. One car around. It's Brandon Wilkinson in the 56. Looks like he hit the apron and looped it.
Yeah, just a little bit of mistake there. Actually, I don't believe it was behind Wilkinson. I think it was with Lambert, it looks like. Riley Stenjum.
So let's get an update on our running order, as it has been chaotic. James Polsky, Dale Leakus, Tyler Muller, Kevin Goralski, Brian Tedeschi, Luke Fenhouse, Leighton Rose, Andrew Cardinale, Brady Wagner, Kyle Cooper, the top 10. And the pace car certainly leading more laps than the rest of the field so far this evening. Riley Stenjum, Evan Hassler. So, let's take a look and see if we'll be going green this time. And Zach Braun catching up to the back of the field. So it's going to be Polsky and Leakus on the front row. Apologies if I was mispronouncing that name there. And like I said on the last restart, they are not happy. Well, Leakus isn't happy with Polsky. And I apologize that I was calling the driver radio. We don't have it on for a very specific reason. But at least I'm monitoring it to let you guys know that everyone is not happy with each other. As the lights are out on the safety car. To the pit lane it goes again. And we're going to restart on lap 36. And these two, like I said, have not been happy on the front row of the grid. Again, not giving him room. Green flag. and he pulls away. Lambert exits the pit lane on the green flag, so will the 46 get in the way? Likas battling Muller. Through 3 and 4, Lambert goes high in the 46. Will Polsky be affected? It's a yes, but the question is, how bad will he be affected as contact with Muller and Likas in the 78 and the 99? Lambert trying to stay out of the way of this battle. 29 of Tedeschi battling Goralski for the 4th position. Used him up on exit of turn 2. Again in turn 3. Crossed him up. Tedeschi all over the steering wheel. He saved it in the 29. Gives the 20 a nudge of Goralski. That opens the door for Fenhouse in the 004. We ride on board Muller in the 78, chasing down Dale Lucas under caution. One car in the road. It's Vandergeest in the 23. So under caution again. I'll try and take a look and see what happened to the 23. And I think he just self-spun, Cody, because he does not pop up on my monitor. Not sure what happened there.
Yeah, it just looks like a little bit of a mistake there.
So, under caution again. And we have just crossed 1 quarter mark. Polsky, Likas, Lambert exited the pit lane on that restart and got in the way. Luckily, it didn't affect anybody's races. Peter Bryce exiting the pit lane in the 74. And everyone catching back up to the safety car. Single file restarts. So, no more double file so far. Riley Stenjem has disconnected, and everyone talking about this change here, Cody.
Yeah, just kind of wanted to clean things up. That's kind of what Slinger does. We're getting a little too chaotic here, so we'll go to single file, see if we can get some good run until the halfway break here. Maybe we'll let the boys get the double file back again.
So, safety car's off. We got a single file restart. Polsky and Lucas, first 2. Muller, Goralski, and Fenhouse. Through 3 and 4, green flag. And Polsky's been acing these restarts every time. He's pulled 3 car lengths already in turns 3 and 4. Down the back straightaway. Car length between Likas and Muller. And we are dueling all throughout the field here in Slinger. One car, contact in the back of the field. Hassler and Cardinale. Cardinale spins, turns his Wagner. Not sure if we're going to have a caution for this one. Trying to rejoin traffic. Are both of them in front of the leader? Contact and around Polsky goes. Caution is out. And the leader turned around. Goralski to the race lead now. Shenanigans happening. People not happy. And it's just... I think it's just the nature of short track racing here, Cody. You're never going to please everybody.
No, there's... I think we missed something on where we made the session. Hindsight's 2020.
So, let's try and get a update on the running order. So, some shenanigans happening on the driver chat that, of course, you can't hear, and I'm glad we can't, but temper's overflowing. Single file restarts didn't help. And now, safety car lights are off. lap 53. Dale Lekas on the pole position. Goralski, Fenhouse, Tedeschi, and Muller. Green flag. Lekas pulls a car length between him and Goralski. Down to the first corner, out of turn 2. And that was a weird one. According to the sim, we just got the green flag, and we are wadding it up already, exiting turn 4. Vandergeest under caution again. Another yellow flag here in Slinger. So, let's see. Lekas, Goralski, Fenhouse, Tedeschi, Leighton Rose, and it's not even going green long enough for everyone to have some action here, Cody. We're just wadding up, whether it's single file or double file, and tempers are flaring.
No, we had plenty of the setup was out and everything. I don't know. Seems like everyone's driving over their head, to be honest.
Everyone wants to win the inaugural Winter Nationals. And everyone tempers flaring here at Slinger Speedway. Lekas. So far, 14 cars. Let's get a race. Get a running order reset. Brady Wagner's the last car on the lead lap. 16 of the 26 cars still on the lead lap. Lekas, Goralski, Tedeschi in second. As timing blinking out here. So, will we get double file? Will we get single file? We would just have to wait and see. Thanks for hanging out with us here on the Automotive Sports Network, despite all the shenanigans that are happening. Safety car's off, and we're going to try it again. Lekas, Goralski, Fenhouse, Tedeschi, Rose, the top 5. Can we make it through a lap here in Slinger? Green flag. Much closer off the line this time. To the inside of Lekas goes Goralski. Caution is out again with the 74 around on the apron. And everyone having issues here on the restarts, Cody.
Yeah. This is kind of frustrating. I already kind of just yelled it over chat, being like, come on, guys. We know how to run this race. Most of us are locals. We have seen how this race is ran. This is obviously not it. So, unfortunately, the one caution that unfortunately did take out Pileski, I figured out what that issue was. We will make sure that's not happening next year.
I'll tell you what, Chance Manning as the impromptu race control is doing a wonderful job keeping everyone in check and handling this with the most professionalism that we can as the lights are on the safety car. And I understand the frustration that everybody has. That crash that really sparked all this was when Cardinale, I think it was Cardinale, came back up in front of the leaders. But it's tricky, Cody, because granted, I haven't raced here. You have at a quarter mile, and you're running 11-second laps. You don't have time to gauge when you can get back on track.
No, but we'll say that was probably not. And in hindsight, probably shouldn't be coming back on track in the middle of the corner to start with. Should probably get back on a straightaway. So that was kind of on him, unfortunately. So
single file restart. Again, the lights are out on the safety car. And we still have 16 cars on the lead lap here in Slinger, Wisconsin. So, 40 miles an hour, maintaining pace speed. Green flag is held. Green flag is out. And we're underway again. Fenhouse look to the inside of Goralski on the restart. And we're around in turn 1 and 2 with Leighton Rose. And it's Fenhouse, I think. No, it's Tedeschi. Caution's out again. Take a look and see what happened. Rose moved Tedeschi in the 29 against the 018. And they came together in turns 1 and 2. Hipple goes to the pit lane in the 88. And we are as we round the track to catch back up to the safety car. Bryan Sawyer engaging with the crowd here in the chat with the polls, so I appreciate everyone hanging out with us, having some fun. I can promise you that the NASA Rallycross Challenge is not as chaotic as this, so be sure to hang out and join us in February when we restart the 30th season of NASA Rallycross. And we're going to have to do some fine-tuning for the late model stock field here, but I'm excited to have these cars back. At least I'd like to run a stock car series at some point. And I won't repeat what you said, Cody Erdmann, but I can tell you are not a happy boy.
No, as we're gonna skip the halfway break because we really haven't put any laps on these tires, so we don't need to put new tires on. So we'll get back going. Hopefully we can get some good green flag action. I'd imagine we will just at some point. Yeah,
safety car is off.
You can go green now.
Likas leads us as we begin lap 73. He leads Goralski, Fenhouse, Muller, Hassler, McFarlane, Wilkinson, Crosgrove. Start Crosgrove pits in the 18. Maybe to stay out of the chaos. Is the two-time NASA Rallycross champion. And I think we've gotten one green flag lap for the first time in about 20 laps. One car pits again. In the back of the field, it's Wilkinson in the 56. And without Polsky here, we might have a duel for the lead because Likas and Goralski were on the same 10th of a second. I should say that really everyone was. And I want to give a shout out to Evan McFarlane, our newly crowned NASA Rallycross champion. He is in 6th, maintaining pace with these guys. The kid's an absolute alien. Put him in anything, and he's going to be quick, Cody.
Yeah, he was an oval guy before, and then he copped into Rallycross. Now we're starting to get a nice green flag run here. So we got Luke Fenhouse, national champion, SRX driver, ARCA Midwest East driver as well, P3. So and kind of a sandwich of the local boys. So
6 cars under a blanket, and looking at the inside is Goralski on Likas. He was 2/100ths slower. Not that the lap times really matter. We ride on board Goralski in the 20. They're going to come up on lap traffic. First car to be passed is Ed Boyles. Then it's Peter Bryce. So, Likas, Goralski, Fenhouse side by side with Hassler. Hassler nearly used him up on the exit of 4. Fenhouse might have kissed the wall on the exit of 4. Nearly contact between them through 1 and 2 down the backstretch back to 3. Will Fenhouse clear him? Exiting 4. Hits the wall. Crosgrove is disconnected in the 18. We're still side by side, and Muller in the 78. Into the wall goes Fenhouse in the 004. He loses the spot to Hassler. That opens the door to the 78 of Muller. Fenhouse on the wall again. He loses the spot to Muller now in the 78. They still have not caught lap traffic, and Fenhouse still maintaining the outside line despite pinballing off the wall a couple times the last couple laps. Caution is out. One car around. It's Tedeschi in the 29 as he got turned from Kyle Cooper in the 73. As the safety car is out, but we've at least run one lap under green, a lot more than that, and we have 12 cars on the lead lap. No halfway break now, but we will have to take a break at some point. But we do have the ASN side-by-side, so you won't miss a thing. We're not there quite yet. So Dale Likas, Yevon Goralski, Evan Hassler, Tyler Muller, and Luke Fenhouse, the top 5. As 54 of you watching, welcome to the NASA Winter Nationals on the Automotive Sports Network. Bryan Sawyer in the production truck, Cody Erdmann alongside me in the commentary box. My name is Josh Mertz. Live on ASN, and I absolutely love that new graphic. That's so nice as a preview of our 2024 graphic package. Thank you, Bryan Sawyer, for all the work that you have done. And oh boy, Cody Erdmann, we finally got a green flag run, and hopefully we can get some more clean racing. Thank you, Matty Grove. As always. Always positive as part of our NASA leadership team. So, lap 88 ending, lap 89 beginning. Safety car lights are off. And Dale Lekas continues to lead ahead of Yevon Goralski, Evan Hassler, Tyler Muller, and defending track champion Luke Fenhaus. Green flag. Much better start for Goralski this time, but he's got Hassler all over the rear spoiler of the 20. Or we've got one car around, back going, no caution. No caution. Goralski battling with Hassler, trying to not allow Lekas to get away, but if you're side by side, that's going to happen fairly quickly. Onto the apron was Hassler, used up Goralski in 3 and 4, and here comes Muller in the 78. 78 of Muller tried to use up Goralski as well. Hassler hit the apron, slid up into the 20, and it was over, out a second for the 20 car Goralski. Car length, maybe make it 1.5, maybe make it 2 between Lekas and Hassler at the front of the field. Side by side for third. We ride on board Fenhaus, track champion, looking at the battle for third between Goralski and Muller into turns 1 and 2 again. Lap 94, beginning and ending shortly. And the top 2 have pulled away. Top 3 under a blanket now. Looked like there was a little brake check from Muller to Goralski to Fenhaus in 3 and 4. Couple cars into the pit lane. Will we run into lap traffic? Evan McFarland in the 04 is in 14th. I think he's going to be the first car. Cardinale, I apologize, is going to be the first car to be lapped. They enter 3. The leaders are entering 3 now, so only a couple seconds between them, as we have about a car length and a half between Lekas and Hassler. And I'll tell you what, Hassler was a 10th up on Lekas that last time around. There's no gap between these two at the front of the field. Caution is out as we have one car around in turn 1. We're collecting each other into 1 and 2, and it looks like it was Leighton Rose in the 018. Contact with Carter Stark in the 92. When do I breathe, Matty Grove? I can only breathe out of one nostril in my nose too, so it's not great.
Yeah, I give you credit, my man, because you're like really under the weather too right now. And
I've been sleeping all day.
You are killing
I
it.
have fourth wall break. I've been in bed since 3 p.m. on Friday. I had to call off today. Hopefully I don't have to call off tomorrow. And people wonder, why are you doing this? I'm just a dude that loves watching cars go in a circle, and I'm so glad that we've got so many of you watching on the Automotive Sports Network. And I just hope and pray that some of you guys stick around in February when NASA Rallycross comes back. Driver chat enabled. So we'll be able to hear some stuff, and I'll relay it. Evan McFarland gets the wave around in the 04. And I want to give a shout out to my wonderful wife, Chloe, who brought me some food during the warm-up. I was able to eat, and I was a little snippy at her to come grab my Frosty and put it in the freezer. So I'm going to publicly say I'm sorry, and I love you, and thank you for allowing me to do this. As under caution, lap 101. The sim says 160. When Cody Erdmann comes back from race control, I want to ask him and figure out what we're doing there. Lights are off on the safety car. We're going to go back green again. And that was getting juicy between Lekas and Hassler. Hassler was faster than Lekas that last time around. It looks like a little bit in the later stages of that run, the 38's got something for the 99. Green flag. A little bit of a bump from Lekas to Hassler. We ride on board the 38 down to turn 1. Car length between them. Car length between him and Muller. As it's Goralski and Fenhaus in the top 5 through 3 and 4. No gap between them, trying to rip the asphalt. One car around, it's Fenhaus. Contact with Lambert, and we're under caution again. Taking a look off monitor, it looked like Bryan in the 30 just nudged the 004 of Fenhaus, and around he went.
Yep, and now we will do our halfway break. We slid it back a little bit, so we will do our break right now.
So we will step aside on the Automotive Sports Network and take a breather, and we'll be back shortly after the halfway break.
I love your browser history.
I like that you're not hiding anything from me.
By the way, nice IP address. I like your neighborhood.
You are so special. This ad is just for you.
I learned so many things from you.
You are so generous.
With your personal data.
Switch on privacy, switch off trackers and viruses. Go to NordVPN.com. NordVPN, safely be you.
Racing isn't easy, but racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Absolutely be doing what he has to do. He has to go for the championship. He has to recover the points that he lost. He's down the race, takes the lead in the 12. What a move. And he takes the lead and holds
Side by
it.
side between these two in the turmoil. This is going to get spicy.
Exiting turn one, over the jump to begin the first lap, clogging the inside line. McFarland contact between them. They are still side by side. This opens the door for Wetz. He can't make anything happen. From the 26, he has not won in quite some time. Dragster acing the entry to turn one, up heading to the inside of Magnus, gives him a nudge. The grip strip on the inside, Phil. Wetz had a little bit better run, but looks like he's going to hold his spot. We welcome you back to the Overwatch Specialty Service NASA Winter Nationals presented by RH Auto Spa here at the Slinger Speedway with Bryan, Sawyer on the production truck and Cody Erdmann alongside me in the commentary box. My name is Josh Mertz, live on the Automotive Sports Network. The NASA Winter Nationals are brought to you by Overwatch Specialty Service. The only thing more unique than your problem is our solution. For more information, visit osscenter.com. Thank you, Rob Hartland, for your continued support of NASA Sim Racing. Also brought to you by RH Auto Spa, your one-stop shop for custom automotive needs. We specialize in paint protection, film, ceramic coatings, high-end detailing, window tint, and color change vinyl wraps. I would finish my ad reads, but I think we're under green again, and we're under caution again, so I apologize. I think we are fixing...
It threw the green sooner than it should have.
So, I got time to finish it. Got it. We use professional techniques to create remarkable finishes and long-term protection for your vehicle. We're located in Kewaskum, Wisconsin. Cameras are brought to you by Whiplash Sim Cams. You can check them out at facebook.com/Whiplash Media. And coverage on ASN also brought to you by NordVPN for nice to 69% off a 2-year plan with 3 months free. NordVPN.com/ASN TV USA. If you like your content broadcasted by ASN, ASNTVUSA.com. And remember, the 30th season of the Overwatch Specialty Service NASA Rallycross Challenge back in February. So Evan McFarland looks like he'll be back in the lead. Tyler Muller, Peter Bryce, as everything's being fixed at the moment. So, McFarland leads, according to all of this, and Erdmann is still trying to fix everything race control-wise. So, we're figuring it out as we go. So, McFarland, Muller. We are waiting for Cooper. Hasselou getting the waiver rounds. So, according to my timing, McFarland leads. Muller, Wilkinson, Boyles, Leakus, the top 5. Fenhouse was in the pit lane repairing damage, so he is off the lead lap, but I think he's getting his laps back. So we are just waiting for everybody to... waiting for everyone to get waved around, and we should have a short dash to the checkered flag, hopefully. So this is, if this is true, though, McFarland leading in the 0-4, and Fenhouse is just going to have to circle around 8 times. Luckily, it's only 11-second laps, but we should have some time to get some green flag racing. And apologies for the growing pains here in the Winter Nationals, as of course, with it being our first oval event here in NASA, certainly trying to get through the growing pains. And everyone still waving around as we still look at defending track champion Luke Fenhouse. And we pay attention to Fenhouse in the 004. And we'll see if he is back on the lead lap. And I don't believe he is. He's still 5 laps down, so we're trying to get his laps back. So we should, hopefully, have some time.
In theory, I thought this was a good idea. It's a little bit harder than I thought. I didn't expect guys to have 8 laps of damage.
As, maybe no cautions for the next time, and we just throw manual cautions, like we used to do it on NASCAR 2003. And Dale Leakus got a wave around, but he's on the lead lap. I think hopefully we'll be able to get back going. Fenhouse has 3 laps left to make up. And then hopefully we'll get back going again, probably with, I'd say, 30 laps. As we await safety cars off. So McFarland will lead. Muller, Wilkinson, Boyles, Leakus, the top 5. Green flag. McFarland leads. Muller second. Into turns 1 and 2. McFarland gets used up in the 0-4. Defending Rallycross champion holds the spot. Side by side, it's Boyles versus Wilkinson. Boyles off the corner. Nearly into Wilkinson. He did make contact with the 56. Boyles side by side with Leakus. People not happy with Leighton Rose in the 0-1-8. 3 wide with Goralski in the middle of Boyles and Rose. And this allows McFarland to try and pull away from Muller. Muller quicker than the newly crowned Rallycross champion. Side by side. Muller tries to take the spot. They doorbang down the back straightaway into turns 3 and 4. McFarland surges off the corner, and he holds the lead. We're coming to 25 laps to go here in Slinger. And a 15-year-old kid trying to win the inaugural NASA Winter Nationals a week after winning his Rallycross championship. But Wilkinson and Muller trying to pull away. Muller takes the lead. We are under caution again. Hassler gets turned by Rose. As under caution again. So, let us get a running order reset as tempers have, well, they've been flaring all night. And hopefully I'll be able to take a breath now. So, Cody Erdmann, what are your thoughts so far? We're going to get down to the nitty-gritty here, probably 20 laps left.
Well, these restarts, once we got back on, these restarts have been better. Drivers have kind of calmed down here a little bit, so let's see if we can get a good finish here.
So, Tyler Muller leads. Brandon Wilkinson second. McFarlane, Likas, Goralski, the top 5. As Fenhouse, we're still trying to get Fenhouse back on the lead lap.
Yep, he has one more, and it'll be good.
Safety car lights are out. Safety car is off. I think Fenhouse is back on the lead lap now. Muller leads Wilkinson. Green flag. Carving down the banking as we take the green flag loose off of 4 is Muller ahead of Wilkinson. Through 1 and 2. No gap between them. McFarlane waiting for something to happen. Likas, and then it's the 20 of Goralski. Into the fence was Wilkinson and McFarlane. McFarlane comes down on the Likas, and the former race leader saves it in the 99. Here comes the 30 of Braun. Nearly contact with Likas. The 20 of Goralski around his Likas. From the 5th spot. Boyle's in it. The 73 of Cooper. And Hasselu involved as well. Another caution here in Slinger. When we can get rolling here, the racing has been scintillating this evening.
Absolutely. That's the fun part about Slinger. Great action. Once we can get rolling here, kind of, now we all have like-minded drivers, it seems like. Kind of, it was a little frustrating having all those cautions. Appreciate all the fans that have stuck out. We're still at 50 people watching. So
incredible. Thank you all. Thank you all.
The growing pains. We're sorry that it kind of was rough there in the beginning. Now we're a lot better. We're getting going here. So we got essentially 20 laps, roughly 25 laps to.
I guess I'll ask you right now. We're going to 160 to the end of the game. Yeah. The end of the game session. Okay. Okay.
Yep. Yeah. So little behind the curtain. We had to add it to 160 to add for the halfway break and all those caution laps. We needed actually more caution laps than I thought we needed. So we'll remember that. We'll kind of evaluate that for next year's event. So a couple things that we've learned for next year's event from this. So we'll move on.
So looks like we're going to have, I'd call it about 14 laps to go. Tyler Muller, Brandon Wilkinson, Evan McFarlane, Yevon Goralski, Ed Boyle sitting in 5th. What a run for Boyles. He's minded his own business, and he's in the top 5. Luke Fenhouse, Dale Likas, Kyle Cooper, Andrew Cardinale off the lead lap. Safety cars off. Field in the hands of Muller. As we take lap 149. Green flag. Half a car length between them down to the first couple of corners. Muller leads Wilkinson. Wilkinson losing ground. It's a car length between them into 3 and 4. To the inside of McFarlane goes Goralski. Goralski uses him up in 3 and 4. Takes the spot. Comes across. Boyles came across into Fenhouse. Boyles not happy at Fenhouse. Fenhouse took the spot. Single file. Car length between them. The last time around, it was 100th of a second between Muller and Wilkinson was the lap time difference. It's a 1/4 of a second between the two as we exit turn 4 again. Sliding it off of turn number 2 and turn 4. The only way to be fast here, at least I'm thinking, here in the late model stock. As the gap still just about, it's now 0.3 of a second, ebbing and flowing back from 1/4 of a second to 0.3 of a second. Sitting in 3rd is Goralski, 4th is McFarlane, 5th is Fenhouse, Likas and Boyles battling for 6th, and it's Kyle Cooper and Zach Braun, as the field has certainly thinned out since our 26 cars, and this battle for the lead, 0.5 tenth was the difference between Wilkinson to Muller, and Wilkinson was quicker that last time around. As we take 5 laps to go. 5 to go in Slinger. Muller leads over Wilkinson. The gap is shrinking. It's a 10.5 between them to the inside of Wilkinson. He contact with Muller. Will he take the spot? 4 laps to go. We're side by side for the lead. Wilkinson tries to clear him. He does. To the apron goes Muller. He tries to take the spot. We're side by side again. Coming to 3 laps to go. And Muller's blinked out. Wilkinson's blinked out. He goes to the inside now. If these two come together, Goralski wants to take this win. We're going to take 2 laps to go. Here at Slinger. Contact for the lead. Here comes Goralski. Half a mile left. Wilkinson's got it. He gets moved by Muller. Muller now leads down the backstretch. We're coming to the white flag here in Slinger. Goralski, half a car length. Can he sneak the win away? White flag for Muller in the 78. Into 1 and 2. Car length between them. Off of 2. Down the back straightaway. Goralski's got one last send. Can he make it stick? He cannot. Tyler Muller wins in Slinger. Ahead of Goralski, Wilkinson, Fenhouse, and McFarland in the top 5. Wow.
And that's what we like to see here.
Woo!
Good.
Once we got rolling, it was a hell of a battle. Wow. So, let's take a look at results while we wait for our interviews. And Tyler Muller wins ahead of Yevon Goralski. Brandon Wilkinson on the podium, even though we don't use podiums in oval racing. Don't kill me. Luke Fenhouse and McFarland in the top 5. Dale Leakus had that lead battling with James Polsky throughout the middle portion of the race. Zach Braun, Ed Boyles, Coy Hasselou, Kyle Cooper, Michael Weissman, and Leighton Rose in the top 12. 13th, Evan Hassler, Peter Bryce, Andrew Cardinale, Brandon Lambert, Brady Wagner, Carter Stark, Brian Tedeschi, Josh Hipple, Garrett Conrath, Cody Crosgrove, and apparently our graphics are a little broken. I promise it is Josh Hipple, Riley Stenjum, Garrett Conrath, James Polsky. Graphics a little bit broken there, so apologies there. Levon Vandergeest and Andy Thill rounding out the field. The cars that did not qualify, remember, Alex Lopasinski, Jake Robichaux, Joe Nudelman, Neil Vinoratsky, and Chance Manning. Wow.
Yeah, that was a race. That was exactly what exactly what I expected.
So, because we're just trying to wrangle our interviews, take a look at our programming notes before we get rolling. The 30th season of the Overwatch Specialty Service NASA Rallycross Challenge will be in February 2024, starting with the lights and then going to the supercars. It's going to be super exciting for that. If you'd like your content broadcasted by the Automotive Sports Network, ASNTVUSA.com. And if you'd like what you see, whether it's Rallycross, sports cars, or the stock cars here, NASASimRacing.com. And we are just awaiting our interviews to roll in. We've got Yevon Goralski, our second place man, in the media pen. And we're just waiting for Wilkinson and Tyler Muller. So I'll tell you what, Cody Erdmann, we are actually going to bring in Goralski. We're doing a little bit backwards, seeing who we have. We're going to bring on our second place man, and Cody Erdmann, all yours.
Hey there, Jevon, you got us?
I do.
Kind of just walk us through your race. I know it was kind of chaotic there in the beginning, kind of working through the event's growing pains. But once we got rolling there, absolutely amazing show we had going on between you top 3. Kind of talk us through your whole race there, especially at the end.
Yeah, I was kind of, before we pit, I was just getting really tight. I started to fall back from second there a little bit. After the pit, I started 7th, I'm pretty sure. Worked my way back up to 3rd, kind of was on my own little island there until the top 2 started getting each other. And I kind of caught up to them, and it happened, so.
Yeah, I know you've ran, I believe you ran Bandoleros here. Have you ran anything else here in real life, or is it kind of more of the small stuff?
Just the Bando.
Yeah, so as your first time kind of in a bigger car around this place, what do you think with the late model stocks here?
Well, it's on iRacing. It's feels really small actually because most of the tracks are half miles, so it feels a lot different. So yeah.
And who'd you like to get you? Who'd you like to thank to get you P2 tonight?
Parents, I guess, help me. Good Wi-Fi. That always helps. So.
As a little fun fact, this is slightly gonna age me too. I remember if it was you or it was your brother. It might have been you at Jefferson. I won, I think the LCQ or the heat race or whatever, and one of you two won your feature. And I kind of like half high fived you guys out of my late model while you guys were pulling the victory lane. So I can't remember which one it was, but it's cool to see you guys kind of coming up through the ranks here. So appreciate you coming and be a part of the whole show tonight. We'll see if we can kind of iron out kind of the kinks and make sure it's even a bigger and better show next year. So really appreciate it.
Thanks for the host.
Thank you.
Not sure if we've got our third place man, Brandon Wilkinson, but we will bring in our race winner, Tyler Muller, and Cody Erdmann, all yours.
Hey there, Tyler, you got us? As he is currently muted at the moment.
Still muted. So, Tyler Muller, you got us? You're muted at the moment. Hopefully our race winner unmutes at some point.
Here,
hopefully.
We'll move him down for now. And I'll DM him quick and I'll see if he can get a message back to us.
So we are just awaiting our third place man, if he would like to have a chat, Brandon Wilkinson. So I'll try and bring him in here.
Oh, there. He's unmuted now, I see. So
there we go. Race winner Tyler Muller, Cody Erdmann, all yours.
First off, congratulations, Tyler. Kind of talk us through your race there to get you. Great battle there between you and Brandon there. Talk us through that whole thing.
I was I don't even know how to explain it. That was just some of the most fun I've ever had racing right there. It was just back and forth between me and him, and it was, I mean, you got contact that's going to happen with this with the money races, but overall that was one of the most clean battles I've had all this race.
Yeah, it was a good battle between you two. Kind of classic Slinger Speedway, just beating and banging. We've seen it in Slinger Nationals. We see it in a weekly super late race. So you guys showed plenty of car control, but plenty of respect to let each other gather it up. Do you have any experience here in real life cars, or is this kind of your first time around this place?
Yeah, I raced Bandoleros here once, and I raced a 4-cylinder here a couple times, but that's nowhere near as close to the iRace and stuff. So this was an experience, to say.
Yeah. What do you think? What do you think of it as being in here with a V8 car and big nice tires and a ton of grip?
I liked how it drove. It was just stuck wherever you put it. I mean, it was minimal slipping and sliding. It was really fun.
And then, who'd you like to thank to get you the win in our inaugural NASA Winter Nationals?
I want to thank my buddy Evan Hassler for calming me down before the race. I was a little nervous, a little frantic, I could say. I want to thank another one of my buddies that was in this race, Mike Weissman. He's been a big supporter. He always likes knowing what I'm doing on iRacing. Then I want to thank Charlie Bates at CB Designs for making me this nice wrap. Had to show up with a little bit of swag.
Yeah, is that thing looking absolutely amazing? It looks even better in Victory Lane. So congratulations, and you, sir, have won yourself easily $125. We'll see if maybe you can win the Best Appearing Car Award as well. So it adds a little bit more to the pocketbook.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
We've got one more. We were able to get our third place man, Brandon Wilkinson. So Cody Erdmann, you've got one more interview.
Hey there, Brandon. You got us?
Yep, I got you.
Crazy race there, especially with you and Tyler at the end, and kind of Jevin jumping in the mix there at the end. Kind of talk us through that battle between you guys.
Yeah, just kind of messed up there. I probably should have waited a little bit, but Yeah, we got a bunch of damage there early on, and it was really, really tight, and I didn't really know what we were going to have, so I kind of took the shot when I had it, and just kind of slid the right rear too much after I got under him. So it is what it is. Definitely made a mistake there, and won't do it again.
Yeah, did you do anything different, anything pit strategy-wise when we did the whole halfway break?
Nope, just came down the pit road. I felt like I had run way too hard because, we had to pit to serve a black flag under green there, and kind of had to dig ourselves out of a hole. So, the race was kind of in breakdown mode 4 or 5 times there, and I was honestly just thankful to have a shot to win there after all that happened. So,
Yeah, a couple little things we're gonna work out, like I've told everyone else. Gonna work out some things for next year. We learned that this is our first special event, so definitely have learned for next year. Got some fun things to add to it too, so looking forward to that. Who'd you like to thank to get you P3?
Yeah, just real quick, I want to thank everybody at One Life Foundation, Epic Media, Loco Toca Designs, the posse. Honestly, our guys should have gone 1 through 4 tonight, but it didn't work out that way. We'll come back next year, and hopefully there'll be more than 2 drivers that know how to race.
Yeah. So thank you. We'll look forward to having you guys next year.
As that's our our top 3. We did it a little bit backwards with everyone jumping into the server, and let's just decompress. Let's take a breath as to what we witnessed. It was chaotic. It was crazy, but at the end of the race, it was super fun. Just confirmation: Tyler Muller, Jevin Goralski, Brandon Wilkinson, Luke Fenhouse, Evan McFarlane, rounding out the top 5. Cody Erdmann, give me a final thought, and then I'll wrap this thing up.
Yeah, that ending was everything I was hoping for. We were hoping for here at NASA. That's the best way to put it. That is Slinger Speedway in a nutshell. 2 cars under a blanket. 3rd car just hanging a little bit back, but once them 2 start battling, that 3rd driver just jumps up in the mix. And great, like I said, great respect between those drivers. They moved each other, but they at least gave each other room. If they got a little bit too crossed up, they could gather it back up. Congratulations to Tyler and Jevin and Brandon. Those top 3, they were really super quick. Apologize to a little bit of admin kind of mishaps that we had. Like I said, first special event we've had here, so we're working on a little bit of the bugs, but I think the ending there was spot on, exactly what I was hoping for. So we'll kind of gather it back up. We'll assess what we liked, what we didn't like, and we'll come back with a bigger and better event next year. I'm really looking forward to it.
As a couple programming notes before we say goodnight, couple sponsor plugs, and then we'll say good evening. So the 4th season of NASA Rallycross Lights, along with the 30th season of NASA the Rallycross Challenge, both will be in February of 2024. So keep an eye on our Discord. The link will pop up shortly for any and all information. Super excited to have that coming back. If you like what you see, be sure to like and subscribe to the Automotive Sports Network. And if you'd like ASN to broadcast your racing, ASNTVUSA.com. And if you would like to race in rallycross or sports cars, or if we end up doing a series with the late model stock, NASASimRacing.com. The NASA Winter Nationals were brought to you by Overwatch Specialty Service. The only thing more unique than your problems, our solution. For more information, visit OSScenter.com. Thank you so much, Rob Hartland, for your continued support of NASA Sim Racing. Was also brought to you by RH Auto Spa, your one-stop shop for custom automotive needs. We specialize in paint protection film, ceramic coatings, high-end detailing, window tint, and color change vinyl wraps. Focused on customer satisfaction, we use professional techniques to create remarkable finishes and long-term protection for your vehicle. Located in Kewaskum, Wisconsin. Coverage of NASA on ASN. Also brought to you by NordVPN, your gateway to online freedom and security. Protect your digital privacy with military-grade encryption, browse the web anonymously, and access your favorite content from anywhere in the world. Receive a nice 69% off a 2-year plan with 3 months free at nordvpn.com/ASNTVUSA, and also cameras for the entire evening provided by Whiplash SimCams, facebook.com/Whiplash Media. Final thought from me, as I decided to do ad reads out of order. I apologize, Bryan, for that one, but It's been a crazy night, super fun. And honestly, I know I've kind of hinted at it and basically said we're going to run a series. Of course, it's up to the drivers. It's up to the leadership team. But it was super fun, and I just really like this car. I think it would be super fun to watch on slightly bigger tracks as well. So we'll just have to wait and see what 2024 has on the cards. As the checkered flag has fallen on the year of 2023 for NASA Sim Racing. And from all of us at the Automotive Sports Network, from Cody Erdmann, Philip Kraus, Victor Valley, Justin Robichaux, Jess Rakowski, Bryan Sawyer, Chad Irvine, James Watson, and Jared Lott, my name is Josh Mertz, and I hope you enjoyed today's coverage of the inaugural NASA Winter Nationals tonight from Slinger. Everyone have a safe and happy holiday season, and we will see you soon for more NASA action in 2024. Until then, so long, everyone.